Congratulations. If you are watching this video, well done. You are entering into your new life. The old is being completed and being phased out, and welcome in the new. So congratulations. This is the numerology of 2025. So welcome everybody to my channel. My name is Kelita Sahliah. If you're new, if you're not, then welcome. Over here I share my perspective of our realm that we share together collectively. And to get right into it, check me out on the links below if you want to see more of me, what I've got to offer. There's a calendar and diary available. But let's get into the year numerology of 2025, because it's coming up. And if you see my last video, which I'll pin, I mentioned some things which we will go over, because it's a phasing in and out of all of these different energies. So let's get the board and let's get straight into it, because I know the attention span of many people is weak. So we're going to jump right into it. Let me get my pen. It's numerology of 2025. Okay, we're going to start off with how to calculate the numerology. If you do not know, you simply add the numbers of the year together and you will get the numerology of that year. So the 0 equates to nothing. You should have known that from school. Anyway, 2 and 5. So we're getting 4 and a 5, which equals 9. Yeah. So we're entering into our 9 universal year. Okay, universal year 9. So it's the energy of 9 that we are going into. But we're going to do a little recap, because I feel that this is also important. If you see my last video, which again I will link again if you've not seen it, but I went into the previous year and then so on. Last year was universal 8 numerology. The year before, of course, was a 7. So this is what I told you. I said we went from the 7 year, and if you had felt isolated during 2023, so is why. 7 represents, I won't say represents, but isolation is a big part of the number 7. And the way I like to draw it, not necessarily like a box. My brain is neurodivergent, so this is just how I'm showing it. I do hope it don't show backwards, but it may do. But just flip your brain, flip your brain. So anyway, I'm a star. Can you see? I'm a star. I'm a motherfucking star. But anyway, the 7. So what I says during the year of 2023, the 7 is kind of like at the top. Okay, so this is the material reality at the bottom. This is the etheric reality at the top. So essentially, I hope that's not blinding you too much, the light. Oh, anyway. So essentially, it's like we were gaining a lot of wisdom in our isolation, which we needed to anchor down into our reality, into the material. So if isolation came about, so is why. Last year, or this year, 2024, we were in the 8. Okay, so the 8 is the infinity symbol, but also the infinity symbol. Oh, gosh, I drew it completely wrong. The infinity symbol, like this. Yeah. But then the energies of the 8 comes with transformation. So if you were experiencing the lows going down, you went down feeling so low, it's about to then push up and you're going to experience the highs. But in order to do that, balance needed to be maintained. Basically like the Libra energy, you had to get that balance coming in. So we are transitioning from, after having our isolation, anchoring that wisdom down into the material reality, to then create that balance, this Libra energy balance, which then would allow us to catapult up and experience the highs of our reality. Now we're coming into the 9. Now we're coming into the 9, and the 9 represents the ethereal. Okay, so this is how it's drawn. You've got the 9 at the top, you've got the 6 at the bottom, which represents the material, and then you've got the 3, which is the spiral and the coil bringing the energy from the ethereal down to the material reality. So we're of course just focusing on the 9. Let me change my pen color so you can see a bit better. It's 9 o'clock time. When it comes to the 9 represents ethereal energy, as I've mentioned before. It represents endings and new beginnings, because the numbers only go from 0 to 9. After it goes from 0 to 9, it starts again. We're beginning anew. Numbers just come together and add together. So 9 is the last number. That's why it represents the ethereal. It represents all the wisdom, completions and endings and completions. We take from the ethereal and we bring it down into the material, and that is exactly where we are right now. Taking from the ethereal all the wisdom that we built up over the past decade, going from the 0 to the 9. We're bringing all of that wisdom in, finishing off what needs to be finished, and starting new with all of the wisdom we have had over the last decade, and we're ready to begin new. So that's basically the energy of it. I could really go into more details, but attention spans aren't the best all up in here, so this is just going to be short and spicy, short and quick. The wisdom you gained over the past decade is being cultivated, like, how can I put it? Not say regurgitated. It's being alchemized. That's the best word. It's being alchemized in order to start this new journey. So what to generally expect as we go into the year 2025. And as you can see, we do have a diary available. No, we do have a calendar available. I'm doing a giveaway of the diaries of last year because there's still 3 months left in this calendar, as it starts from April and finishes in March, the end of March. And I'm doing a giveaway, so if anyone would like it, you just pay postage, which is £10, and the calendar itself costs $32.99. So it's a bargain at the end of the day. Just get it to you and you can have it. There's only 2 available, and of course the New Year's calendar is available already, and this diary will be available in February, end of February, beginning of March, hopefully, but we'll get to that point. But anyway, what to generally expect. Closings are going to happen. Any ties left untied will be tied. Any endings left not ended will be ended, and all of these things need to come out. It's important to know that energy moves like a transition, so it has to transition into it. It's not just a click and then it starts. These endings preparing you for your new beginning most likely has already started, and it will be interesting to know. If you don't have to share your experience if you don't want to, but simply just sharing like, yes, my ending has started, then do drop that in the comments down below, because that would be the nature of things. You would also be getting little glimpses and hints of, wow, this could be start of the journey of my new beginning, you know, things like that could be coming in. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. And like I said, I don't want to go too deep into it. The simple thing is, the endings are ending and your beginning is beginning. Your new beginning is beginning. It's as simple as that. So trust yourself and trust your journey. Trust yourself and trust your journey. Trust the wisdom that came in when you was in your isolation period in 2023. Okay, trust that. Trust how you had to really work this year 2024 to create balance. Look at the areas where you were out of balance and where you felt like you needed to create balance in that area, because all of that is coming to a close. Okay, it's coming to a close, and not necessarily a close of whatever you were doing is ending, no, but the period of energy you're working on that has come to an end and you're going to start a new journey. I feel this is definitely for the people who have been trying hard and hard constantly and kept getting knocked down time and time again. This is pretty much for you if you got this far in the video. I'm trying to keep it short, but again, I know people's attention span. Let's see if this is under 10 minutes. But basically, even if you had started a business, a project, a new career, and you felt like you were getting battered, bruised, beat, be prepared to finish off the last bit of the cycle. Okay? So even if a few more, couple more, or one more tough moment comes, the cycle is ending and you are getting ready to start your new cycle. So I just wanted to do just a little tarot pull, just to kind of, you know, is it in alignment with what I'm saying, or am I talking nonsense? Anyone watching this video as well, make sure, because the calendar is, there's a discount. It's an early sale discount because it does start in April 2025. So there is a sale, so if you grab it before then, you're in luck. But let's see. My sound bowl. My sound bowl. Okay, so let's just see what's going on for the year 2025. Just 3 cards ideally for 2025. Clearest message, what's coming to the collective for 2025. The collective, yeah. What's happening for the collective? Partnership, maybe on the cards there. Partnership. And that's just really wild to me. Romantic, potentially, but could also be platonic. But partnership is definitely coming in this year, which I'm still quite doubtful about, but we'll see. Anything else that's needed? Not needed, needed to know. Oh, something fell on the floor there. Oh, a few things fell on the floor, believe. You see this, isn't it? Partnership. Some more clear message, like anything else, you know. Anything. You're not going to be delusional about this. You're not going to be delusional. That's fascinating. You're not. Oh, wow. Last one. Is that all it's about? Partnerships. And money. Nine of Swords in reverse. So we'll see what that's about, because I don't know off the top of my head. Four of Pentacles in reverse as well. Anything else, and then we'll see what the book is saying. I quickly saw the Two of Swords in reverse. So Seven of Swords in reverse as well. I feel we'll end it there with the top of the deck. Ace of Pentacles. Oh! See, I wasn't lying. It was the High Priestess and it fell, and then we got the Two of Swords in reverse, but we'll leave it there because, oh gosh, it was the Ace of Pentacles and then the High Priestess on the top of the deck. So I want to see what the swords are in reverse first, so that's what we're going to look at. This is what I am using. I says for years, like, I'm going to link this in the description, but I don't even know where it is on Amazon anymore. I don't know if it's still sold on Amazon. So we had the Nine of Pentacles where it came up in reverse, and this is about sleepless nights, guilt, overwhelmed with worries, wishing if only, regretting the past, obsessive thinking, refusing to forgive. So this is just telling me you won't be in that energy in 2025. The sleepless nights are gone, the guilt is gone, the overwhelmed with worries are gone, wishing and regretting is gone. So that's good. That's a good sign, I guess. And then we've got, it was the Seven of Swords in reverse as well. So the Seven of Swords itself in upright is about stealth, dishonesty, escape, being a lone wolf, running from the truth, wanting to be alone, lying or cheating and getting away with it. So because it's in reverse, it's not about that. You're not in stealth mode, being dishonest or trying to escape. You're not that lone wolf. You've got company. You've got some company. No lying or cheating and getting away with it. So it's honesty coming up right now. Seeing a lot of honesty. You're not in regret of things. We had the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So let's try and find the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this came up in reverse. So what it's about positively, no, upright, sorry, is possessive, mean, greedy, resisting change, tight-fisted and mercenary, small-minded, materialism as a source of manipulation. So this is telling me you're not in this greedy mindset, you're not resisting change, you're not tight-fisted throughout this year, which is fantastic. That is fantastic. So there's no being stealth mode, you're not resisting things. You're not feeling guilty of what's happened in the past, which is amazing. And we do have the Moon up in reverse as well. So this is where I was like, oh, fascinating. What number is that? 18. So the Moon can be about fear, self-deceit, warning, illusions. I don't know if you can see in the book, I don't know, but it's about illusions, trickery, a love affair, blind to the truth, unrealistic dreams, worried, apprehensive. You do trust your intuition though, but it's in reverse. So this is just telling me when it comes to illusions, they're not there. They're not there, and I find that fascinating because it came out after the Ace and the Two of Cups. So whatever this connection is, potentially romantic, there's no illusions there. Even if it is a partnership, there's no illusions. You're not being blinded from that, from the Moon. But let's take a quick look at the Cups and then we'll get to an end. But honestly, just trust yourself, cause it bro, trust yourself. So we've got the Ace of Cups, meaning romance, deeper feelings, expressing love, in touch with your emotions, falling in love with love, desire for a deeper connection, and an offer may be coming in this year. Fascinating. And then of course the Two of Cups is connection, attraction, moving closer, sexual attraction, establishing a bond, declaring a truth, putting the past behind you. I feel that the putting the past behind you comes hand in hand with the Nine of Swords being in reverse. Something is going in the past. Like I says, we are in the year 9 universal year. things are ending, things are closing. But yeah, you're coming to a truce with something, which may be a new or old connection where you may have to let go. Like, it could go in two ways. You have a new connection where you can, let's say, easily let go of the past, pain, guilt, because this is more fulfilling. And of course, more connection, feeling fulfilled, etc. And coming to terms with the past but letting it go. Or this could be a old connection who you reconnect with, whatever that may be. If that is a partnership or relationship, I feel it could be more romantic, to be honest. That's the energy I'm getting. It could be new, and in it being new, you can easily have no worries anymore. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. And this connection coming in, you're not going to be delusional about it. It's not an illusion. It's really not. So that's what I'm seeing for year 2025. I do feel with what's going on in the world, confirmation mini burp, but I do feel with what's going on in the world, people will be drawn energetically to more people who they are drawn to energetically, whether that is platonic friendships, business partnerships, relationships, romantic relationships. You're going to naturally be drawn to that. And I feel this will give you or open up a new perspective of life. The new connections or stronger connections coming in, if it's like people who you already know but the connection gets stronger, is entering into that new phase of life. Now remember, especially when going into like combining all of these things, as I like to look at things holistically from multiple angles. When it comes to the Chinese New Year, it starts in February. When it comes to the actual New Year, it starts in spring, when life starts to come to life again, when the seeds start to grow. That is when the New Year is. So what I'd like you to be aware of is energy phases in and out. So allow the transition. Even if things may pop up that may seem challenging, it's most likely, as we're in the 9, completing the old, is finishing off the old. And keep in mind, pretty much until spring we are transitioning into the new year. Okay, so it's not now, essentially not January the 1st, but we are transitioning. The old may need to be wiped out, which could cause a little bit of pain, a little bit of discomfort. This light's really not in the best place, but just keep that in mind, okay? And get ready for the new. But ultimately, well done, well done. So do make sure, if you want to grab the early sale, grab the calendar. The diary will be available end of February, beginning of March, the diary version of this. But if you do want the last year's diary, if you do want last year's diary, I'm doing a giveaway, like I said. So do grab it. I've shared this giveaway across all of my socials, so if you do want it, get it soon, because there's only 2 available, only 2. So make sure you do get it if you want. You only have to pay postage, and you can have the last 3 months technically for free. You of course can back write and write in any particular moments that happen since April. You can write it down and really see if the stars impact you or not. But yeah, with that being said, if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next video. Angel out. Bye.